Hey, thanks for stopping by. Grab a cup of coffee and let's talk about EMS quality. I think there's a lot of misunderstandings about some of the acronyms used to describe EMS quality programs. So I thought it would be interesting to talk about some of the more common acronyms, what the meanings really are, and what the differences are between them. So let's start with QA, quality assurance. And that's one I think that a lot of people have misunderstandings about. I commonly hear people talk about QA in terms of punitive programs, punishing employees, trying to catch people doing the wrong thing, the quality police, that whole spectrum of negativity. And really, that gives quality assurance a bad rap. Quality assurance is actually an important and necessary component of a good quality management program. And it doesn't have to be punitive at all and still be quality assurance. What the term really means is getting people to follow a process as it was designed. And a protocol is a good example of an EMS process design. So let's suppose we're talking about resuscitation. We have a protocol for resuscitation, and that protocol might specify that we do chest compressions at a rate between 100 and 120 per minute. Now, a quality assurance activity might be something we do to help make sure that that's actually how fast we do our chest compressions. And so the introduction of a metronome might be a quality assurance activity. It's not changing our protocol for resuscitation. All it is something we're introducing into our process for doing resuscitation to help us comply with the protocol as it was designed. So that would be an example of a quality assurance activity. Quality improvement is another term that's commonly used and I think commonly misunderstood. Quality improvement is all about changing the design of our process in hopes that it will get us better results. So a process change we might make to our resuscitation process might be the introduction of mechanical CPR devices. That's a fundamental change in the design of our process. Not simply trying to make sure that we're following the protocol correctly, we're actually changing the protocol with the introduction of a mechanical CPR device. So that would be an example of a quality improvement activity. So again, quality assurance is about making sure we're following the process the way it was designed, and quality improvement are the things we do to actually change the design of the process in hopes that we get better results. Quality assurance, quality improvement, similar terms, often misunderstood, but hopefully that tries to help clarify that for you. So let's take on another one, CQI, continuous quality improvement. And what that refers to is the notion of trying to do quality improvement every day, trying to make a little tweak, a little adjustment to our process in hopes that we'll make incremental improvements, and that those incremental improvements, a little bit every day, over time can amount to some significant improvements. And once in a while we may find that with those little tweaks every day, we come across ideas that are big step forwards, big breakthrough ideas, big innovations. So when we're looking for those little changes every day, more commonly we'll come up with the ideas for the big changes and the big steps forward. So that's in stark contrast to where we only do a QI project every once in a while, and otherwise we don't really try to engage in efforts to improve our process. So CQI is about that mindset of continuously looking for little ways we can tweak the process and make things better. So another one is PI, and this actually has two different meanings. One about process improvement and the other one with performance improvement. All work takes place in processes. We have a process for how we do resuscitation. We have a process for how we checklist our vehicles in the morning. We have a process for how payroll is done. We have a process for how vehicles are restocked. All of those processes are the environments in which work takes place inside an organization. So the efforts we engage in to improve those processes is process improvement. So very similar to quality improvement. Now, performance improvement is a little bit different. Performance actually is a little bit broader term that includes quality, but can include some other things. So for example, under performance improvement, we might not only try to improve quality, but we might try to improve the efficiency of the process. And the efficiency change might not really change the quality output of the process. For example, we could have performance improvement on a resuscitation process, and maybe it doesn't change the resuscitation survival rate, but it may make it more efficient. It may result in lesser costs. So something we could do in our resuscitation process that gives us the same quality result, but lets us do it more efficiency or at less cost, could be categorized as a performance improvement. So a subtle difference from quality improvement where it's a little bit broader and can include some elements of efficiency. PI, performance improvement. Let's take on another one. TQM, total quality management. In EMS organizations, we commonly see the quality department really focused almost exclusively on clinical quality issues. And after all, that's the core business, the reason why EMS organizations exist. But sometimes that can send an inappropriate message to the rest of the organization. Do the people in payroll now think that quality isn't important there, or it isn't important in fleet, or isn't important in materials management, etc.? They don't deserve to have a quality program also? Obviously, that's not the intent. So TQM, total quality management, is about involving the totality of the organization in your quality management program, so that it's not just about the core function in case of EMS clinical quality, but making sure we have good quality activities taking place in all the functions of the organization. TQM, total quality management. And then QM, quality management, is the more comprehensive term that includes both quality assurance activities as well as quality improvement activities. QI, QA are all part of QM. Quality assurance, quality improvement, all under that major heading of quality management. So I hope that's been helpful in trying to clarify what these terms mean and what the differences are between them.